Hi, I'm Chris with Afflictor Broadheads, and today we're going to talk about checking your hybrid broadhead for success. Stay tuned. Each year we get a call or two from our customers saying that they feel that their broadhead didn't open, and oftentimes they've recovered the deer, and you can tell by the entrance and exit wounds that it indeed didn't open. And there's some great explanations for that, so we want to do just a short video to introduce you to what the causes could be and how to avoid against it. The number one, 99% of the time reason that our Afflictor hybrids don't open is because the hunter forgot to remove the lock-in pin after practice. This actually happens, like I said, a couple times a year. When we first started shipping hybrid broadheads years and years ago, we used to actually put the lock-in pin inside the broadhead. And we discovered immediately our first year we had 7 calls where people said your broadhead didn't open, and upon inspection they forgot to remove that lock pin. So needless to say, after that we put our lock pins in a separate little baggie in the back of the broadheads. Now thankfully all 7 of those deer are recovered, and our hybrid by design, if you were happen to leave the lock-in pin because of the tip and its diameter, it is still a very lethal broadhead, even locked closed. Now, of course, we want the biggest cut as possible. We want the broadhead to work as possible. So make sure that you are checking your broadhead, that you have not left your lock-in pin in the ferrule. Now, there's 2 other things that can possibly happen, and these 2 have also happened on rare occasion. The first one is target material. If anything is behind the drive key cannot come back to activate the blades. So sometimes, depending on your target material, if you've practiced with that broadhead, you need to inspect it to make sure that there is no target material behind that drive key. It's a good idea after you're done practicing to work the broadhead back and forth, make sure everything is smooth. It'll lock into the O-ring really easy. You want to go ahead and try to pull that drive key back manually, open it up, inspect it, make sure that there is nothing behind the drive key from your target. The next thing that is a possibility that has happened one time to my knowledge is quiver material. So quivers are a tough thing for broadheads. That seems to be a big question. Everybody's struggling with what's the best quiver to use. And actually, we're still trying to figure it out as well. It's tough to have a quiver that does everything, whether you're shooting a hybrid or a fixed. And so anyway, some of the quivers have foam material that the broadhead gets inserted to. After time, wear and tear, pulling broadheads in and out, that material starts to break loose, break free. You can cut pieces with the blades, and you can get a piece of quiver material stuck behind the drive key. So even before you're going to put that broadhead and arrow on your riser and get ready to shoot, you need to give it a quick visual inspection if you have that kind of quiver, just to make sure that there's nothing behind the drive key. When you look at the broadhead from the side, when the drive key, of course, is forward, the blades are locked in place. As it comes back, the blades are deployed. This section right here, behind the drive key, if there is anything in there, the first action that it does is it blocks the blades from opening together. It closes that slot and doesn't allow the blades to move. The second thing debris will do is keep the drive key from coming back, and you will not have a fully deployed broadhead. So make sure after you practice, you've inspected your broadheads, and just make a double check before you go hunting. Last check to make sure that there's nothing behind your drive key. That way you can be assured of success in the field.